everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coco and this is Coco's Hair Solutions. Today's video is going to be a redo of a video that I previously recorded. It is Are Toppers for You? And the reason I'm redoing it is because the formatting of the video itself made it so that the video projection was very, very small and was not suited for watching on TV or on larger screens, and it's very hard to see what I'm pointing to on the caps and the headbands. So I am going to redo it here today. Toppers are an additional hairpiece that covers only the top of your head. It's a little piece of the cap that has the hair attached here, but it sits on top of your hair and lays upon what's remaining of your own bio hair. Now, just about every manufacturer makes some form of topper, and you can find them in basic cap construction, you can find them in lace fronts, you can find them in monotops, you can find them in partial monotops. There's just a wide variety of offerings when it comes to toppers, and then they're only just to suit your particular need, whether you have a small area that you need to cover or a much larger area. You can find exactly what you need in a topper range if you only have partial hair loss or you're growing out your hair from being colored. It will allow you to buy more time between hair color treatments, or even if you're in the process of growing out your colored hair. This would be a great addition to your wardrobe. Now, for today's purposes and this video, we're going to speak only about Paula Young Versafiber curlable topper in the long form, as well as Paula Young's Whisper Light long topper. In the catalog, you'll find them on this page. And this is the long, and it's offered in the Whisper Light and the Versafiber down here. This is the medium, which only comes to the chin length. The long one is about 12 to 13 inches long. And then there is one that only covers just the short crown area of your head and scalp. And they're also available in the Whisper Light or the Versafiber. So it just depends on what your particular needs are as to what you would like to get. If you don't happen to have a catalog, you can call them at their 800 number, and I'll put that right here, and also in the descriptor box, and ask them to send you a catalog, and you'll be able to take a look at those up close. Other than that, they are toppers that come in a wide variety of colors, 22 different colors, I believe. And I found them to be wonderful. In fact, I had wished that I had found them sooner. So I like them so much that I bought 4 or 5 different colors. And I have found that with toppers, one of the most beautiful things about them is that you can use different colors than your own natural hair. And as long as they're kind of close, it will still look fabulous. So let me show you the colors that I have. I have what is called color number 44. This is salt and pepper. I have, this is color 51 in the Whisper Light. This one is a Versafiber. And this one is the Whisper Light. And they're going to be very similar, but you notice that it is a little bit more bluish gray, and it does have a little bit more shine to it. All right, this is the Whisper Light in 51. I have the Versafiber in 51. So look at the color difference here. You can see the shine is different, but the color is about the same. The main difference on the Whisper Light is that the fibers are much thinner, the individual fibers, they're straighter. And that is essentially all there is as far as difference in what I can tell. It's a lighter weight topper. Okay, so this is the Versafiber at 51. And I bought it in this sugar and spice color, which is a combination of gray and blonde. This is a great transitional color if you are in the warmer tones of your hair, even blonde, and you're wanting to transition. This color is 17/101, Sugar and Spice. And honestly, I wear them all. I also have number 8/12, and it's called Pecan Delight. And this was the first one that I bought because my natural hair color, well, not natural, my original bio hair when I started transitioning was dyed a dark brown. So this is the color that matches the ends of my bio hair, and you'll see it here. But it was a fabulous cover up because it only attaches to the top of your head and then blends with the rest of your hair laying down. Now, I am really sad because I'm not going to be able to be wearing this topper much longer because my hair is grown out so much. And I will turn around and you can see what kind of coverage you get with a topper. So you can see around my shoulders. And of course, underneath here, you will see my own bio hair grown out. And that's a good way for us to tell how much coverage you actually get with this. Now, let's take a look at the cap's construction on this. And I'm going to use the blonde 17/101. Alrighty, so the cap construction includes a monofilament crown, and it's just this tiny little circle right here at the very crown of the head. And then it's surrounded by all kinds of curtains and wefting. It's very open, very lightweight. I believe this is only like 2 ounces. They all come with a bang already in them, and I have never had to trim these bangs. In fact, this is the same exact bang right here. It comes with, now that's the front, it comes with these pressure sensitive clips that you would clip to your hair, and there's 2 in the front and then 2 in the back. You know, 2 on the sides. There is no clip in the front, and I know that I have read online in the Paula Young fan club Facebook page that this has been a problem because it doesn't feel like it lays flat. Well, what I did is, because I like the topper so much, I purchased extra clips like this, and I just sewed them in right here in the center front. And that allows me to actually connect it with whatever little hair I have here on my widow's peak. And it's not to hold it so much in place, but just to hold it down. So it doesn't grab onto a lot of hair. Now, the thing about this this topper as well is that the cap size is really nice and large. It actually comes down to about this place on my head. The width on it is a good 8 inches across. 8 inches across. So you would go from 8 one side to the other, 8 inches. Many of the toppers out there are narrower. They only cover this part of the crown, and then the rest of the hair fibers are laying down on your own bio hair. What this means is your clips are going to be right up here in this area of your scalp. Now, that may be a deal breaker for some of us who don't have a lot of hair right here. Your clips are down further with the Paula Young Versafiber long curlable top, and that allows me to get it hooked to something without having it snag and pull out what little tiny bits of hair that I have there. So another thing is that sometimes this little mono crown can pucker upwards a little bit on the top. What I have chosen to do, and then again, this is just my own treatment of this because I love these toppers so much, is I took a piece of thread and I just ran the needle right through each one of these curtains and up through the wefting, up to the crown, came across and then back down here. And what I did was I cinched it up just a little bit, just enough to pull that mono crown down a little bit so it lays flatter. And so that's what I did with this one, and it does lay flatter. You can see it doesn't pucker up. So those were just a couple of my own little corrections. But the toppers themselves, being Versafiber, can be curled. So if you have curlier hair, you can use these. If you don't want it curled, you can leave it the same length. So what I've done, I'll show you how we take this off. And I just have the clips. You want to release, or just release the clips. Then you're going to want to take and lift them out and away and up off your bio hair, and then it will come off very easily. Now let's say that you don't have much bio hair up here. Now see, I have some recession going back on my temples about to here. I also had surgery for a brain tumor in 2015. And so I have scarring all up there and my hair doesn't grow right. So having something on top is really, really important to me because I can grow it everywhere else. And you can see how much of my grow out I've had. But even with this grow out, I can wear all these other colors. So let's take a look. If you have a need for some additional help to hold the topper in place, there is such a thing as a top grip band for toppers. Now this is Milano brand, and we'll just go ahead and let you take a look at that. I'll put the link below. It comes in brown and flesh color. And what this looks like, it looks like a tiny little piece of velvet, which it is. It's got nice little metal stays on the side, and then an adjustable elastic piece of nylon, it looks like, but it is adjustable. So you can make it fit whatever size you are. It has an indicated bottom side, so you can see that says bottom right there. And then the top side where you can attach clips. And so this would be a really good one for that center kind of clip if you have a center clip on there. So how do we prepare our hair for that? Well, what we want to do is I want to have the headband come behind my natural hairline so that this hangs down with the topper. So all I do is I figure out where might that headband go. I use my fingernails to create my part. I go all the way in the back, across the bottom, run my fingers together, and then separate the hair on this side, separate the hair on that side, and I just temporarily hold this up in the air. Let's see, I'll grab that clip. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I just get it up in the air, away from my neck. Then I'm going to take my little headband and I'm going to hold it in this fashion because the bottom, where it says bottom, I want it to be on the bottom against my hair. So I'm going to take it and place this little part within an inch of my widow's peak. I'm going to hold the band in place and then stretch this out and over and lay that flat right there. Okay, then I can take this out and I can just finger comb my hair if I want. So now, and I could choose any of these any of these toppers to put on and they will match, but I wanted to show you the blonde one. I have never been a blonde. Never, my whole life. I've always had brown auburn hair and now gray hair, and you can tell it's kind of that bluish gray. So I've not had warm colors, but this is a good thing because you can choose to have all kinds of colored hair. Anyway, so I'm going to hold my topper so that the bangs are facing me and I've got the clips right here and the rest of the topper is back there. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it onto my head, and this, I'm going to find the little clips, feel for the clips. I can feel the clip. Okay, so you can see the clip right here, and I'm going to take this clip right against that, down below where the plastic elastic band is. So I'm going to put that in place right below it, and then there, that snapped, but you didn't hear that snap. Okay, then we're going to take this side and do the exact same thing. I'm going to find, okay, so there's the clip right there, that edge. I'm going to take this clip and put it right below it, on top of that little elastic wire. There, you could hear that, right? Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these back clips. I'm going to make sure my tags are pushed underneath. Oh, I had to open them. And then I just set them in place. I don't need to stretch it, but I just rock them backwards and then put them in place. And that holds my topper exactly where I want to keep it. So then all I have to do is figure out where I want my part. And the color blends with my gray. Can you see that? It does still show my grow out, the grow out that I have my colored hair, the part that I'm getting rid of. And that progressively gets smaller and smaller because I trim it off all the time. But this is a great color to add warmth to your own hairstyle. And you can use this. I mean, this is a great, I love this. Okay, so I can put my own natural gray behind my ears if I want to disguise it a little bit more. Or I can just leave it laying out. And it is it's so fun. It adds, oh, it's a perfect color for summer. Plus the band keeps it right exactly where I want to put it. And it's so comfortable. Let me make a turn for you, okay? Okay, so you can see where the color stops or starts. There. It's a great addition to help your hair wardrobe. So that is wonderful. I mean, and you can use all different kinds of colors. So this is the blonde one, and the only other one I wanted to at least let you see, and you can take this off very simply, just like that. Let's try the salt and pepper. I always wear the 51 color, the 51 that is. I'm going to undo those snaps. Now this one I happen to have a little clip in the very front. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I'm going to do the same thing. So there's the one side, snap. There's the other side, snap. I'm going to put this is how I do this. I'll get it right in front of that. Snap that in place. And then do the same thing on the back. There. And now I've got more salt and pepper hair, which is another fun thing to do when I want to, have a change. The bangs are great. I personally like to make them kind of see-through bangs for me and my face shape and my styling. Part on either side. You can part it on this side, right or left. This also allows me to have a little bit more of a highlight underneath, which looks very natural. But the color differences are wonderful. I mean, you've got a lot more versatility. You'll find that toppers, when they blend with your hair, they allow you to have a lot more choices. So I'm going to make another turn for you with this. This is 44 salt and pepper. And for comparison's sake, this is the Whisper Light topper. You can see it's a little bit straighter, a little shinier, but still gives me lots of great coverage. And the Versafiber in the color 51. And we care for our toppers in exactly the same way we care for our wigs, which is treat them gently, make sure they get moisturized after every wear, use great products on it that are meant for only wigs, and of course, being that they are Versafiber, you've got the option of curling your hair. So if you have curlier hair and you want to add curl to your topper, you can do so by following the directions for Versafiber, and that curl will remain in your topper for as long as you like it until you take it out with a hot iron. Another advantage of wearing a topper is that it gives you so much versatility in styling your hair. Whether you like to pull it back with some barrettes like this, or just wearing it down tucked behind your ears, or a little half up, half down, or pull it up to get it out of your way on a hot summer day, or braid it down the back, or wear it in pigtails, or just enjoy it for the fullness and the style and the beauty that you get with extra hair. So that is it for our toppers today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something. I hope this gives you an inspiration to try out some of the toppers, whether you're growing out your dark hair and embracing your gray, or whether you just need something to cover where there's no hair. It's a great addition to anybody's helper hair wardrobe. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.